Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kieran. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit of a life update and just something that I've been struggling with a little bit. If you hear anything, my dog Pip is licking my arm right now, sitting right next to me while I film. You want to see the people in the video? There she is, the queen. She had her dinner, she had her snack. She should be good. So sit down, hang out with me. Today I wanted to talk with you guys just about something I've kind of been struggling with, and I feel like I'm in these like chatty videos, I'm coming to you guys a lot with like struggles or just things that I'm, thinking a lot about or things I'm feeling. And I find a lot of comfort in talking with you guys about these things because it can be hard trying to process things on your own. And I definitely have family that helps me through this. Sometimes it's nice to hear sometimes it's nice to hear like an outside perspective. And I also hope that if I'm talking about things that you guys are struggling with, that I can give you guys some support. She wants a treat. You just had one. You had a treat. You want another one? She gave me a kiss. I've told you guys she doesn't give a lot of kisses. Except like she'll like lick my leg, but it's not really, she's not giving me a kiss. She's just kind of like licking. Okay. Let me give her a treat. I'll be right back. So I just gave Pip a treat. I think she's maybe going to come and sit and calm down, I'm hoping. Back to what we were talking about. So I wanted to just talk with you guys about this issue I've been having. It's a physical thing that I've actually been struggling with. And I talked with you guys about this, I want to say in the spring of 2024. And if you're new here, my mom passed away unexpectedly in January of 2024. And it's just been awful. The emotional roller coaster, trying to clean out a house. In the spring this past year, I started to have some issues with my hands. And what was happening is they were like getting dry, which I always struggle with in the colder weather. I also struggle with it because I have severe obsessive compulsive disorder and I tend to overwash my hands. But I had actually really gotten that under control, like the compulsive washing that I was doing. And so all of a sudden, like my hands were starting to crack, and then they were starting to sort of, it's gross, but they were kind of like peeling, almost like I had a burn on my hand. It just sort of spread throughout my hands, and it was awful. So I went to the dermatologist, and well, first I went to urgent care, and urgent care said that it looked like some type of reaction. Well, no, what did they say? They said they thought it just looks like some dry skin, so they gave me some like ointment to put on them. And they said, if it doesn't get better in a couple weeks, see if you can get into a dermatologist. So I was able to get into a dermatologist, and they were like, oh, it's definitely an allergic reaction to something. So they scheduled me an appointment with an allergist, and then they gave me some instructions. They gave me some like ointment to use and just some instructions on how to like try to figure out what I'm allergic to. So I feel like this is like a really long story, but it all connects. So I promise it's going to make sense in the end. So in addition to us having my mom's dog, she's kind of sort of house trained, but not 100%. So she's been working on house training and using like the potty pads and stuff like that. And so she's been having a lot of accidents, not as frequently as they were in the spring. And honestly, partway through the summer, we sort of figured out like what works for her. But I was using gloves to clean up the mess. And so I was like, okay, maybe it's the gloves. So I stopped using the gloves, and it pretty much stopped at that point. So I was like, okay, it definitely was these gloves that I was using, but it also seemed to be at the end of the school year. And so I was like, okay, like, I just figured it was the gloves. I had no problem with my hands at all this summer. And then I went back to school a couple weeks ago, and my hands are awful again. And honestly, like it definitely was worse last time, but the onset of this has been a lot quicker, and just like the spread of it almost. The main focus is between my thumb and my index finger, and then it sort of goes along like through here, these like little cracks right through here. It hurts so bad. Like it makes my skin so tight, and if I like try to open like a bottle or, anything where I have to like stretch my hands, my skin will like split and it'll start really hurting badly. It just all of a sudden started again, and I was like, okay, so I'm back at school. That's kind of like the thing, where I'm like, maybe I'm reacting to like the soap at school, or all of these different things. I was trying, like a cleaner I might be using, like I try to like wipe down the desks and stuff like that every day, so maybe I'm reacting to that. We started school about 3 weeks ago. This has been going on honestly since like the end of that first week I started noticing it again. I've kind of tried to do like a process of elimination with things that could be bothering it. So I was like, okay, maybe it's the soap. So I stopped using the soap at like the soap in the staff bathroom. So I stopped using that soap and I just started using my own soap, which I bring with me. And then it still just has seemed to be getting worse and worse. So now I started bringing my own paper towels. They aren't paper towels, but if you saw, I filmed a video recently where I made like reusable paper towels. And so I'm trying those. I brought a whole bunch of them to school with me. And then each day, I actually just started doing that today. Each day I'm going through and I'm using one and then like letting it dry. And at the end of the day, bring it home and wash it, or like wait until I have like a collection of them and then wash them. Trying to just use like as much lotion as I can. The main thing I've been thinking is I must be reacting either to the soap or the paper towels in the staff restroom. But then I started thinking, and Sean pointed out too, maybe it's stress related, you know, because I was on summer vacation, I was able to relax a little bit, and now I'm back into everything again, and I'm starting to experience the same things with my hands. And it's hard because like I said, it's not, I don't think this is happening because I'm overwashing my hands, because I definitely overwashed my hands before and they never did this. They would like be cracked and dry and everything. And I don't want to take the band-aids off and show you guys because it's kind of gross, but it's almost like peeling, like it's burned. These parts right here are the worst, like on both of my hands. But it's crazy because it'll start hurting and then it's almost like the skin gets thin and then it starts to peel. So like I'll have like a raw space right here and then it'll peel. It's so painful. So I'm like, okay, if it's stress related, it's not because I'm overwashing due to stress. It's like my body is physically reacting to the stress, which, I mean, I guess that's happened, you know, where I get like stress headaches and, you know, things like that, but never something like this, you know, where my hands are in a lot of pain. I don't remember if I finished the story about the dermatologist, but I met with the allergist. I did like a test where they tested so many different things on my back to see if I reacted to anything. The only thing that he said I reacted to are fragrances. I do have an appointment with them, like a checkup, like a once a year checkup with the dermatologist. And I'm going to bring this up obviously to them at that point, but that's what the allergist also said. You know, he was like, it doesn't really make sense, you know, well, because he was talking to me about how like maybe the gloves had like a perfume in them that I was using when I was cleaning up Pip's messes. Those gloves definitely did not. He did mention like, you know, if it does come back again, you know, let us know and we'll see what we can do about it and see if we can get you in and figure something out. Have you guys ever had something like this where your skin is like either reacting to something that you know what it is, or it's just randomly happening, you don't know what it is? Have you ever had like a physical reaction to stress? Like I'll get headaches and stuff like that, but to have it be like breaking out in hives or something like that, you know, I've never had that. Or like breaking out in a rash, I've never had that because of stress. So I don't know, like I don't know what to do about it. I feel like I'm trying everything to just try to get it under control right now, because at first it was just between my thumb and my index finger, but it's slowly starting to move to all of my fingers, and I want that process to stop. I do think I'm going to try to call the dermatologist just to see, but if you guys have any suggestions, definitely let me know in the comments. Like now it's starting to split here. It's definitely on like the parts of my, you know, hands that already have like a wrinkle in them. That's definitely like where it focuses. It almost gets kind of like a little dry, and then it gets like kind of rough, and that's when it starts to almost look like it's peeling, like it's burnt. They'll start to ache almost like I did have a burn. There's not like a clear answer as to how to fix it. Sometimes holding my pencil or a pen hurts, grabbing my bag for work, just like all those things you don't even think about until you go to do it. And then because what happens is I'll like overextend my fingers, and then it'll sort of start, that will cause my skin to kind of peel, and it's just really uncomfortable. Just trying to do like little life update videos every week just to let myself talk to you guys about everything, and also just keep you guys updated with what's going on. I really appreciate having the time to talk with you guys and hearing your advice and suggestions. It just is really helpful to feel connected. This was a whole video just about my hands. I told you guys about it last year or earlier in the year, and I don't know what is going on. Thank you guys for listening and for your kind words. And I hope this video can give you guys some comfort, even if it's just having a video to listen to while you're doing something else. I definitely have a lot of YouTubers that I follow, and I just like to listen to them talk, and I just like to have that connection and feel like somebody's there, you know, with me if I'm alone. I hope I can give that support to somebody else. So that's another reason why I like to do these videos, because sometimes the chatty videos are the ones that are the most calming, and I hope I can maybe give you guys a little bit of calm, even if I'm talking about something that I'm struggling with. So Pip is saying that I'm done filming now. Is that what you're telling me? Am I all done? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.